With Water World Magazine, coming to you from AWWA ACE18 event here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joining me today is Mike Britch. He is with the Willamette Water Supply. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. So you are working on a really interesting water supply project, $1.2 billion project.
$1.2 billion, yes.
Tell us a little bit about that and what its resiliency implications are for the system.
Okay. The Tualatin Valley Water District is currently partnering with the City of Hillsborough to deliver the new water supply to the west side of the Portland metro area. And to do that, we're building what's known as the Willamette Water Supply Program. So it's a $1.2 billion program, involves over 30 miles of large diameter pipe, most of it 66-inch diameter, new pump station on the river, $200 million treatment plant, and large reservoirs up on what's called Cooper Mountain. So it's important for demand and growth and supporting the area, but it's also important in our area because resiliency is a really important concern. So it was probably in the 80s that scientists discovered that off the Oregon coast is this large subduction zone, and so the Cascadia subduction zone fault, and so that fault is expected to rupture every 300 to 500 years. And when that happens, those are the subduction zone earthquakes are the largest kinds of earthquakes that are experienced. So it's what we saw happen in Tohoku, Japan in 2011. It's what happened in Alaska in 1964. So they're large magnitude 9, and long duration shaking. And so recognizing the importance of water to our communities, we set forth to design this system to be resilient and survivable to, again, serve our community and their needs.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, natural disasters, like the earthquakes that you mentioned and hurricanes and so forth, I mean, while they are infrequent, they of course can be very devastating, which we certainly have seen that. So what are some things that water systems, should keep in mind in terms of, resiliency and being prepared for those kinds of natural occurrences?
That's a big question.
It is a big one.
So if you just start with your system, there's only so much money to harden or improve or fix things. So I think part of it starts out with just recognizing within your system, where are those most critical places that I need to get water, following an event like that. So it might be hospitals or, other emergency type centers. And then, if then a agency starts to prioritize what infrastructure needs to be upgraded, then they can develop a plan, and again, starting with those most critical places and then building out from their system. So it takes some planning, it takes some thought, trying to understand what are the most important needs of your community, and then how best can the water system support that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So is there any maybe advice or words of wisdom that you would share with other water utilities who are, maybe planning resiliency programs or trying to beef up their resiliency programs? Anything you would impart?
It's a really complicated problem. It's easy to get overwhelmed, and what do I do? Well, I think it's important to just start doing something, right? And network with other utilities, and at conferences like this, you'll hear presentations. There's more documents that are being created in our industry that are coming out, so be looking for those. But it's important to start, and again, for agencies to sit down with their staff and their elected officials, and again, figure out, what's important and how can we start now. One of the things that we're starting to see is when people are doing water master plans, that's a really good place to insert the whole concept of resiliency. So as you're doing your modeling and you're planning for growth and how you need to improve your system, that you can also be used to help you understand where should I prioritize to help with resiliency. So that would be a good place for people to start.
Well, Mike, we really appreciate you stopping by to chat today, and wish you all the best of luck with the program and with Willamette Water Supply. It sounds like a very fascinating and interesting program.
A really exciting program.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. For Water World Magazine, I'm Angela Godwin.